Hello, everybody. It is your girl Presh, and I'm back with another video. So don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell button so you never miss a video when I do upload. And don't forget to share my videos wherever with whoever so they know you rocks with your girl. Shout out to my 110 subbies. I love each and every one of you. You are my precious babies and my baby booze, okay? If you're new here, hi, hello, and welcome. If you've been here before, what it do, baby boo? Okay, and if you have been watching my channel but haven't subscribed yet, why not? I am hilarious, okay? Everybody likes me, clearly. Don't forget to, of course, like I said, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, notification bell button, so when these videos do drop, y'all get them, okay? So also don't forget to check the description bar down below. You will find the links to my socials, Facebook and IG, as well as all the links to my perfectly curated playlist. That is my Whatcha bought hauls, my reviews and etc., my just my 2 cents, vlogmas, drag race, and I believe I need to add in just like that playlist. I created a playlist separately for just like that and just like that, so you guys can watch that if that was something that brought you to my channel. It has its own separate playlist and things of that nature, okay? Don't worry, y'all gonna be getting Basketball Wives. I know I'm behind about, like, what, 5 episodes. So y'all gonna be getting those reviews. Just be patient with me, okay? Because, yeah. Y'all really wasn't feeling Orlando, so I don't know if I'm gonna continue to review Orlando. But the reviews that y'all put up for episode 1 of regular Basketball Wives, I'm going to go ahead and bring y'all those other 5 episodes, okay? Also, please run up the reviews for Black Cake. I actually like this show. I like doing reviews, so please, y'all, go run up the review, the numbers for episode 1 and episode 2 and 3, okay? This is going to be the review on episode 5, right? Yes, I already filmed episode 4. By the time this goes up, episode 4 should have already been up, so you should be running the numbers up on that too. So this is episode 5, entitled Mother? What is this? Because episode 1 was Covey, episode 2 was Coventina, episode 3 was Eleanor, episode 4 was Mrs. Bennett, and I believe this episode is entitled Mother. Let me double check, child. But yeah, this is a What You Watching review on Black Cake episode 5. And I believe that episode is called Mother. Let me double check. Yes, episode 5 is called Mother. So where we left off, like I said, episode 4, she told us that she had a baby child, another baby. And it's like, wait a minute, Eleanor, like, you got all of these secrets, honey. She is like Pandora's box, okay? Like, it's one thing after another. So she gets to telling us about how basically how the first episode opened with her she was going out there to swim, surf. She was actually getting ready to unalive herself because she just couldn't take it no more. And of course, when she found out that, she had cancer, she wanted to live. And that also made her realize that, she wanted to be able to reach out to her daughter, find her daughter, figure out where she at least let the girl know who she is and what she's doing. And just so happened by chance, she wound up seeing the girl on a cooking channel she had on Instagram or Facebook, Watch With Me, or YouTube, somewhere. Her name is Muriel Martha something another. And so she is like this world-renowned, famous UK food critic chef situation over there in the UK. And she thought about reaching out to her before she passed, but she just didn't have the courage to do it. And so then, we actually see who she is, and she's over there in London, and she's living her life as a white woman. And Eleanor says she realized it was her daughter because of the birthmark up here on the up there at the top of her forehead. And so we see her and she's sitting there and she was at this table panel situation. It was her, this black woman, and this white guy, and they were talking about the history and the cultures of certain foods and Caribbean foods and things like that. And the black girl was giving it to Muriel, Mabel, Martha. I don't know her name, child. Maud. I don't know what they. I think her name Muriel. Something. What is her name, child? I don't want to mess up her name. Like I name is something, child. We're gonna call her Martha until I figure out her name. So we see Martha and she was sitting up there and she was talking to the black girl and that white guy. I think his name was Oliver. Child, listen. Outside of Benny and Byron, everybody else getting new names. Okay? Blame Eleanor. So Martha and Oliver was talking to the little black girl, well not a little black girl, but the black lady, and she was basically getting Martha together like, girl, you sit up here talking about all these different cultures when Caribbean food originated in the Caribbean. It doesn't matter who may have had certain spices and added it to it. At the end of the day, the recipes come from the Caribbean or the Caribbean, as they kept saying. So of course it then became viral because they were recording this, and so people was basically trying to culture her because the girl did call her out for basically trying to whitewash Caribbean people's history. And I couldn't do nothing but cackle because it's like she's half Caribbean. Her mother is of Caribbean descent. She's also have Asian, Chinese, as well as Swedish, Irish. I don't know what her pedophile daddy is. But she went home to, her house where her parents lived, the people who adopted her, and we're gonna call them what was their names? We're gonna call them Big Martha and John, because I don't remember the people name. So Big Martha and John, um, I told you everybody getting a new name. So Big Martha and John was sitting at the house and it was like, "God, baby, how you doing? And how was everything?" And she was like, "Child, it was a mess." And then we see her son, I think his name was Benjamin or something. Again, everybody getting a new name. Geo, that's that boy name. His name was Geo. So Big Martha, John, and Geo was sitting up there and they was talking about, how, she had researched everything. And I'm just like, babe, you don't see how you got a little more umph to your skin than your mama and daddy? Like, you ain't noticed Big Martha and John, y'all hues of complexion is different. Hell, Gio looked different, and his daddy is Italian. So they was trying to, they wound up lying to her all her life and telling her that the reason she had that nice caramel complexion was because of her nonna. But we're gonna get to that. So of course Gio basically cusses his mom out and tell her that he don't even fit in with them hoity-toity rich British kids down at that schoolhouse, and he not going to college, to university, and he just want to live a life where he ain't gotta be like them other kids. Like, yeah, he technically grew up in privileges, but that ain't his thing. He low-key gathered his mother together about her being a privileged white woman, and I'm just like, she half white. But anyway, child. So then we go back to present. No. So of course we see Martha and Oliver. Oliver asks Martha out on a date. And so Martha and Oliver go out on a date and they sitting there talking, and baby Martha can dress her ass off. You hear me, baby? That little red ensemble Martha had on at that dinner date with Oliver, she looked real good. Um, I'm gonna edit in these people actual names, but for now they Martha. So Martha was sitting there with Oliver, and Oliver was trying to proposition her to have a talk show, a cooking show. And as they were in the middle of talking about that, he, asked her how she got started and everything with food and things. And she basically told him that she never liked the taste of English food. And so, as they were talking about it, he was getting ready to proposition her to do the TV show. Her phone rings. So she gets up and answers the phone. She, of course, didn't recognize the number. She answered the phone, and it's Colonel Taylor, who actual name is Charles Mitchell, but we're going to continue to call him Colonel Taylor. Because we too far gone at this point to now call you by the name that I now know. You was Colonel Taylor. Sorry. So Colonel Taylor called her and say, "Hello, am I speaking to Martha? What's her name? We're gonna say Martha Martin. Am I speaking to Martha Martin?" And she was like, "Yeah, this is Martha Martin. Who is this?" And he was like, "My name is Colonel Taylor, aka Charles Mitchell or Mitchum or something. And I'm down here in what name was that? Something Beach, California. And I was calling on behalf of my client." And she was like, "Well, baby, I don't know nobody down there in the beaches of California. So I think you got the wrong number." He was like, "No, you are Martha Martin, ain't you?" She was like, "Yes, I'm Martha Martin, but baby, I don't know nobody down there in no California." And he was like, "Well, I was calling you on behalf of my client who just passed, and she wanted me to contact you to let you know that she is your birth mother." And Martha said, "My birth who now?" "Baby, I really do think you got the wrong number because my mama is at home. Big Martha is at home with my daddy, John. So I don't know what you're talking about." And he was like, "Oh, shit. Okay. Um, well, I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Martha Martin, but baby, the people you think is your mom and daddy, not your mom and daddy. Your birth mother is named Eleanor Bennett, and she wanted me to call you and contact you because there's some stuff down here on her estate that pertain to you. But if this is too much for you, I can email you with the information, and then you can contact me back later after you get yourself situated. You have a good night. Okay, bye-bye." I was like, "Bitch, what?" Now he done called that lady. It's the time difference because the afternoon over there in California and it's nighttime over there in London. And that poor lady was so distraught because she was like, "What the fuck? Who the fuck is Eleanor Bennett? Why the fuck is Colonel Taylor calling me about some lady that live in fucking California?" So she go back to the table with Oliver. Oliver said, "You all right? Everything going okay with your tour?" She said, "Yeah, everything fine." And she was like, "What was we talking about?" And I'm like, "Baby, he done fuck Martha up." So now Martha got to go home and cuss out Big Martha and John. So after that, we see Colonel Taylor with BNB, and they distraught and toe up to know that they got a sister. And Benny decides to work all of my last good nerves by saying, "This whole time I thought that I wasn't good enough for her. And the whole time she was comparing me to this daughter she never got to raise. And I was living in the shadow of her imagination because it was just her imagination running away with me. It was just my imagination running away with me." So Benny appears sitting up here sad and distraught because she think her mama was comparing her to a child she never got to know or raise. And Benny and Byron was like, "Girl, what?" She was like, "Yeah, this whole time I thought I wasn't good enough and that they was comparing me to you. Whole time she compared me to her first daughter because I'm no longer not just her only daughter, but she got a whole first daughter." And Barry was like, "Well, bitch, how you think I feel finding out that I'm technically not the oldest? Like, bitch, what?" And she just sitting up there sad and distraught. And I'm like, "Really, Benny? Really? Like, bad enough you didn't talk to nobody for 9 years. Now all of a sudden your mama was comparing you to somebody she don't even fucking know?" Baby, Benny aggravated. So then Colonel Taylor come out there and let them know that he contacted Martha. But Martha, mama and daddy ain't never told her that she was adopted and that Eleanor didn't technically make a plan B for the just in case that she didn't know that she was adopted. So they gotta wait on Martha. And Byron said, "Bitch, we not waiting on no motherfucking Martha." And Colonel Taylor said, "Unfortunately, baby, y'all might not wanna honor your mama's last wishes, but I will. And baby Byron was like, man, fuck that. I was in this house with her for a whole year while she was sick, and she didn't tell me not a motherfucking thing. Ain't nobody told me nothing. We got these recordings. Now all of a sudden we had to sit here and listen to this shit together. Now we gotta wait to listen to the last one for some bitch named Martha who live in London. Fuck that. And so, girl, the time was like, look here, I'm gonna go ahead and go. Y'all talk amongst yourselves, but just know we ain't doing shit and listening to shit until Martha tell us what she gonna do. If she in or she out. Okay, y'all have a good day. Call me when I call you later. So he leave, and so Barbara said, fuck that. I'm finna Google Martha and find out who she is, call this hoe. And Benny was like, no, don't do that. Just give me a minute so I could cry and wallow in sorrow and feel like I'm still living in the shadow of a bitch that my mama didn't even know. Cause in my mind, I wasn't good enough, whether it was to you or Martha, who we don't even fucking know. So this dizzy bitch leave, and as she leave, White Ike decided to call her, or she might have called White Ike. I don't know who called who, but I know that she was on the telephone with White Ike, and so she agreed to sell the piece or whatever. And I'm like, oh, Benny, you just do dumb shit, don't you? So she was like, I'm gonna come over there or whatever. I just need to be alone with the piece for a little while before we decide to sign the paperwork or whatever. And so she drive off to make her way over there to White Ike's house, cause White Ike was on his way to a dinner party or something or another. I don't know. So then, as Benny Byron is over there googling Martha, and he watching videos of Martha talking, and he like, God damn, that's my motherfucking sister. And he over there going through all of Martha's business. Who shows up but Olivia? So Olivia aggravating ass come over there being aggravating as fucking usual. And she get to talking, she apologized for bringing up his mama and daddy, because apparently she did bring up his parents when they was in the middle of hunching, and was talking about how his mom and daddy both was like activists for black rights and things like that, and how she felt like he should have been standing on business behind being, mistreated as a black man. So she apologized or whatever. He apologized too and told her, look here, my patience ain't been the best this last couple of weeks or days or minutes or moments, girl. You come on in the house so we can talk. So I think he poured him a glass of wine, and he get to tell her more of his business. I don't know why he keep telling Olivia his business. Olivia is aggravating. But I'm glad to know Olivia wasn't a sister, because I was low key like, that's a little incestuous. Old flowers in the attic ass stuff. But it ain't Olivia aggravating ass. But, he tells her he didn't Google Martha, and, he don't know if Martha gonna say yes to coming over here to California to listen to the mama last recording or not. But he do know who Martha is. He seen Martha, and, she was like, damn, that means that she was the product of your mom's assault. He was like, yeah, but I don't even want to think about that, because she's a real person. Like, she's not just something, the mama was talking about. And so then she goes on after, so he winds up getting a phone call from his boss about a panel they were putting together about inclusion or workplace something or another, where he had to be the face or whatever. So then Olivia started going off on Byron about how they treat him like the mascot for the company of equality color coalition or whatever the little panel was about. And she gets to telling him how, she thought that they both was on the same type of thing, and how she cared about him. And I think she told him she loved him, but then she told him, because of what I stand for and my beliefs and my practices, and the fact that you keep letting these people disrespect you and play in your face, I don't respect you. And I was like, Olivia, get the fuck out. Get out. Get out, Olivia. Get your shit and get your dusty ass out of this boy's mama house. Because ever since you showed up on episode 1 or 2 or whenever you showed up, you've been bothering my spirits. Goodbye, Olivia. Get out. So she grabbed her shit and she left. Olivia is aggravated. So after that, we go back to the UK and we see Martha that went home or whatever after her day. Her mama's daddy was like, hey baby, you had a good time. Shit, we wasn't expecting you back home this early or whatever. And she was like, yeah, everything was all right. And then so she wound up leaving out after, she's sitting there and she's staring at herself. And so no, before that, she was in the car. She was reading the email that Colonel Taylor had sent her, and he had attached a picture of Eleanor. And so when she seen Eleanor's face, that fucked her up. So after that, she wound up leaving out or whatever, and she go for a walk, and she at this bridge, and she at the bridge, and she crying and stuff. And after that, maybe a couple hours later, she come back home. She take off her shoes or whatever, and then she go upstairs to her mom and daddy bedroom. And she said, "Mom, Dad, I need to talk to y'all." And Big Martha and John was like, "Girl, what's wrong with you? You want to talk right now? It's late at night." She said, "Yeah, we need to talk right now." And they was like, "What's wrong? Is it Geo?" She was like, "No." She was like, "Tell me about my birth." And she was like, "Oh my God, you were so beautiful. And when they put you in my arms and you grabbed my finger, and I loved you from the moment I saw you, and I knew that you were my miracle I prayed for." And she said, "So I got a phone call tonight or whatever from some man in California telling me that my birth mama died." Baby Big Martha started crying. She said, "So this whole time y'all wasn't gonna tell me that I was adopted, and let alone that my birth mother was a 19-year-old Caribbean immigrant who gave birth to me, and a woman's mission or whatever." And it was like, baby, we have been waiting like forever for a baby. And by the time we got you, we knew you looked a little different, but we loved you from the day we met you. But of course, we didn't want you to feel different. And so, Martha got mad. What you mean different? Because, this whole time y'all kept telling me that the reason I had my skin complexion and the texture of my hair was because of Nona and her Italian dissension. And come to find out the whole time, it was only one picture of Nona in the picture book. So, like, why y'all lied to me? And it was like, it didn't matter. She's like, it mattered to me. This is about my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is about my life. This whole time, y'all done had me parade around here thinking I was a whole ass white woman. Come to find out, I am half Caribbean. The people on the internet dragging me saying I don't know nothing about being Caribbean because I've been around here passing as a whole ass white woman. And baby, I'm half Caribbean. No, we're not doing this. She was like, "Don't y'all ever speak to me again. I don't want to talk to you, especially you." And she put her finger in her mama's face. And poor Big Martha was distraught. And John didn't know what to say, child. She went in the room and, she went sat on the Geo bed. Geo was like, "Girl, what do you want? I'm trying to sleep. What's the matter with you?" And she was like, everything. She was like, "I just got into a argument with Grandma and Grandpa." And he was like, "I thought y'all was like best friends." And she was like, "Baby, listen, they upset me." So of course, Gio give his mama a hug or whatever the case may be, and then we go back to California with Benny aggravating ass, and so she over there at White Ike house, and she let herself into White Ike house because I guess she still had the key, and she walking around and she's smiling to herself, and I'm like, "Benny, you finna go ahead and destroy this man's house. I feel it. I feel like you finna do what you should have did a long time ago." So Benny go in there and see the little sculpture, and it's the shape. Hold on. Excuse me. It's like the shape of a woman's body or whatever. And it's made out of like copper wire or some shit. And I'm like, really? This what White Eye keep bothering you about? This little sculpture made out of copper wiring? Really? So then she pick up some little ugly sculpture, a lamp or something. She get the bashing that shit, knock it off the little pedestal thing, display thing it was on, and get the bam, bam. I said, "Okay, baby, you ain't gonna bother me too bad this episode. All right, Benny, let's go." So after that, White Ike pull up in the driveway, and that bitch didn't realize what she did. I'm like, "Oh shit, Benny, run, run, Benny, run." So she called Byron and asked Byron, said, hey, Benny, where you at? And she was like, look, I'm calling you to let you know I'm around here at White Ike house. And if anything happened to me, you know where I'm at, so I'm going to drop the location. And so Byron said, girl, get your ass out of there. I'm like, Byron, shut your stupid ass up. Check the location and go get your motherfucking sister. So she hang up the phone with Byron. White Ike come in the house thinking shit is sweet. And she basically let him know, look at baby, I ain't got time for you. You was around here playing games with me, being manipulative and abusive, making me think that you was the only family that I had. When at the end of the day, I could have been around there with my family. My fucking mama is dead. I ain't speak to my mama in 9 whole fucking years because of you making me feel like that ain't nobody gave a fuck about me. My daddy died and I ain't speak to nobody for years. Fuck you. And matter of fact, a big fuck you, because you ain't gonna be able to sell a motherfucking thing because I broke up that little motherfucking sculpture, bitch. So you ain't getting $1 off of me, ho. Fuck you. And so she go outside, he crying and whining, talking about, Betty, you right, I was a piece of shit, and I love you. And I'm like, why, ain't nobody finna fall for your bullshit. But then I seen it in Benny's face, and I said, oh, Lord. She finna bother me, because, bitch, if you fall for the okie doke, if you fall for the okie doke of this man sitting up here crying in line. So next thing you know, we see Byron in the car zooming. I was like, yeah, Byron, go get him. Because, baby, he put his hands on your sister. You better go get him. So, baby, Byron pull up, skirt, hop out the whip. Betty, what the fuck going on? She was like, it's okay, bitch, okay. No, it's not okay. That man used to put his hands on you. And so Byron was like, you stay the fuck away from my sister, Benny. Go get in the car. He was like, oh, this Byron, the brother who didn't give a fuck about you and wasn't there for you, and I was your family. And I was like, see? And then Benny's face changed because she realized that nigga was still playing mind games with you, Benny. So next thing you know, Byron said, bow, punched him dead and shit. I was like, all right, now go get in the car. Because he white and y'all black. Go get in the car. But next thing you know, all that pent up aggression Byron had going on came out, and he got the bow, boom, 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 and whooped White Ike's ass. And one of the white neighbors called the police on him, and the police showed up, and I said, fucking Benny. Then gonna get her and Byron locked up. Byron gonna lose his little job because he gonna be down there on the motherfucking news. Fucking with Benny. So now we gotta wait till next episode to find out if Byron and Benny going to jail, because White Ike gonna press charges. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That white British man look like he is petty, and he gonna press charges and say that Benny broke in his house, broke his shit. The brother, I'm telling you, White Ike finna send them to jail. I feel it. White Ike finna be on some bullshit. So y'all better call Colonel Taylor so he can come bail y'all out. Excuse me. I don't know what Martha gonna do, but hopefully Martha get herself together. We got what? I think it's like 8 episodes, so we on episode 5. So we got 3 more episodes to find out what's going on. I hope they get a season 2. How long is the book? Hopefully they was able to break the book up into like 2 seasons or something. I hope that's what they do. But yeah, episode 5 was really good to me, you know, especially the fact that we got to see the daughter. We know that she's alive. She's out here living her own life. I don't like the fact that she was passing as white. But hey, that's what happened when white folks adopt you and they don't tell you nothing about none of your business, because they whole ass had that lady thinking she was a white woman. Italian, half Italian, Irish, and some more shit when she's Scottish, Swedish. I don't. Where was Eleanor at when that man assaulted her? I don't know, y'all. But she a whole lot of stuff, but all white ain't it. Anyway, she a little off white. So that was my review for episode 5 of Black Cake. I'm guessing the way they probably gonna end it is with Benny, Barrett, and Martha all eating a slice of black cake on the last episode, and we're gonna find out that Eleanor probably got some more shit to tell us. I feel like Eleanor got a whole bunch of shit to tell us. Yeah, y'all, that is all. That is it. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell button so you never miss a video when I do upload. And don't forget to share my videos wherever with whoever, so they know you rocks with your girl. I love y'all. Bye.